welcome.
Welcome
to Game Chaps Chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Summer Bonanza edition.
Hi.
And welcome to you.
Jamie.
That's me. I'm Jamie.
You're Parkinson. You're more of a what's his face? You know the guy.
Oh yeah,
Jonathan
him.
Ross with that
You
jacket.
know the guy. Everyone.
Yeah.
It's the jacket, isn't it?
It's
Jay
the
Rizzle.
jacket.
We'll
It's a
flash
good
up,
jacket.
Flash up. So yeah, I am Jamie of the Game Chaps. Here
I'm-
with
Robin.
Magro.
And Bindi.
and we're back for another Game Chaps Chat. We'd like to give a special thanks to Audible, our sponsor for this podcast.
For ignoring us again.
For a limited time offer, go to audible.com/gamechaps and you won't get anything because that URL doesn't exist. If you are listening, Audible, thank you.
Thank you so much for
Please.
Thanks for
that.
everything. Or nothing.
Oh, who was the ad read that we needed to do for?
Oh, I've already forgotten.
Is that cereal that we ate this morning?
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
we'll come
yeah,
back to
yeah.
we'll hear back from our
Actual sponsors.
actual sponsors midway through. So yeah, today we're gonna chat about summer and more specifically summer games, because there's nothing better than when it's lovely and hot outside than to be sat inside where it's cool playing video games. Am I right?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You're not wrong.
That's the
You're not,
reaction.
you're not wrong.
So I thought it'd be fun to discuss the topic of desert island games. So picture this, if you will. You are stranded on a desert island.
Picturing it.
That very
Ah!
that's good imagining.
My
How did I get here?
What went wrong? How did I get here?
Oh god, it's so hot.
And for some unknown reason, you do have a single power source which is connected to a single console of your choice and one game. So you are stranded on this island and seemingly have to play this one game for the rest of your life.
Oh, damn.
What game is that? Let's start with McGraw. Didn't see that coming, did you?
No, I didn't.
Desert Island game.
Desert Island game. Well, shockingly enough, and I don't know if this will come up again, so it won't make the discussion any fun. I think mine would be Dark Souls, because I play that game quite often. I'll have bought it by the end of this year. Nintendo, shut up.
Shut up, Nintendo. Oh yeah, there's also a cat on this island, so it's fine.
I'll have bought it 3 different times on 3 different consoles, and oh boy, does that game still excite me in the variation of
Sexual ways.
yeah.
Well, it's just
All
got
the sexual
so
ones.
much replayability. For fashion souls, for
Of
builds,
course.
whatever. Yeah, it
Also,
was very
there's a lot
nearly
of
mine.
story that you can still keep finding. I
Mm.
feel like I would be much better at Dark Souls on a desert island because I'm really impatient in real life. But you have all the time in the world. On a
I'm going to
desert
sit and
island.
read every item description.
Yeah.
See what the story is. Come up with your own ideas rather than just listening
I
to
think
Roll
that's
Varsity.
them in
a
the
very
sand.
very strong choice. That was so
Yeah, definitely.
close, and that's my number 2 actually. So I'm glad somebody mentioned it because I was like,
Yeah, and I mean, I was just thinking as you were picturing the scene, would we have internet capabilities? Because if we wouldn't, the game is sure fine. It's great
Yeah.
by itself.
I
But if you-
will draw the line there. Yeah, you have a power source, you don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
was,
if you have a Wi-Fi dependent game,
Oh, shit.
shit.
Shit, son.
But still, if you did have a Wi-Fi, there's a whole nother part of the game that I don't really do too much with. But there's a whole nother thing that you can
True.
explore online.
I concur. This is an excellent desert island choice.
Mm.
Right, let's get him on that island.
Oh no! Bye.
Well,
Cool, let's
then
take
there were
it.
3. Then there were 3. Now I'm looking at Bindi. Bindi, desert island game for you.
Okay. Well, do you know, I didn't even think about Dark Souls, and it's not that I don't like it. It's that I think I if I'm on a desert island, it's probably you're a little bit stressed. You're alone.
Yeah.
You're having to
I
survive.
mean, you heard Robin earlier.
I get so I get so angry in Dark Souls. I don't think I'd want something that was going to stress me out too much.
Yeah.
So the first thing that came to my mind, it would definitely have to be some kind of, well, for me, it would definitely have to be some kind of open world game where you can make your own, you can keep mixing it up for yourself.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think it would have to be Fallout 4.
I thought you might say that as well.
Because I played so much of it, and I still really want to play more. And you can, with all the building stuff you can do,
Yeah.
you can just like, okay, I'm going to knock this down, start this again. And I could genuinely be entertained for a very long time playing that game.
It's the kind of game as well where you can play it going like, oh, I'm glad I'm away from humanity. Look what they did
at this
to the
fucking-
rest
Well,
of the world.
it's got like a nice meta kind of
Yes.
feel of.
And you get a dog.
Who knows? You could
So
be
I
on this
feel like I
desert
had a dog.
island because the rest of the world has suffered a nuclear apocalypse, and this
Yeah,
is the last
exactly.
safe place. And
So I
you're
could
on your own. So
identify-
you wandering the wastelands is oddly
Yeah.
mirroring, real life.
And I could go around drinking all the alcohol and feeling like I'm doing those things that I can't do anymore. That's
Like
the-
what I did when we played Fallout 4. I drank
Exact-
I drank your bar dry.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace that. See, that's something that would take me a while to do.
You could,
As a
you could,
task.
yeah, for like I don't know, a year, because you're there for a while. You could
Well,
spend
yeah.
a year in the game just collecting all the bottles
Yeah,
of alcohol,
exactly.
and storing them up into
There's
a giant bar.
so many. I mean, the thing is, if you're a normal person with a normal life, not on a desert island, maybe you wouldn't want to do all those little kind of shitty go
Faffy
and collect
bits.
these things tasks. Like a bit, I did kind of think about Skyrim as well. I just don't enjoy Skyrim. I think I got bored of Skyrim, and I still haven't got bored of Fallout. So, yeah, that one was good.
I like.
Excellent.
That's
And you can keep,
studio
and you can change your
applause.
clothes. You can
get naked.
you could build a new house in a new place, and
Yeah.
the map is so big, and you can change your face.
And you make me want to play Fallout 4 now.
I know, it's great. I really love Fallout.
Right,
4.
ship her off to the island.
I'm back. I didn't leave.
She's still here.
I'm
don't
not
know
ready.
how to drive
I
a
haven't
boat.
packed yet.
I did. I went. It wasn't that good.
Mr. Diamond,
Hello.
so these by the way are 4 separate desert islands. This is all happening at the same time, but we'll never cross over. On your magical desert island, where the sand is just that little bit whiter.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know, it's just slightly nicer.
Just an observation.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 answers for
What?
this.
I said 1.
Well, the thing
Right,
is,
you're off my podcast. Give me
I've,
that.
Give me that.
I've got my probably real answer,
Okay.
and the answer that I think is more in the spirit of the question. So
Yeah.
my real answer would be Minecraft,
Yep.
but
Mhm.
not for
Oh,
playing
yeah.
it as like a single player game, but just for making stuff and treating it as like a toolbox, like a toy really. More
A
than
sandbox.
A game.
Am
Thank
I
you. Thank you.
Like
Am I
deserts,
right, ladies?
like deserts and beaches.
Still
But
single.
if we're talking about something that you would choose just for like replayability and stuff,
Yeah.
my go-to is always Resident Evil 4 because
Interesting.
that's the game that I have replayed the most. Like I probably play it once a year.
Yeah, but there's replaying
And-
something, and then there's playing something, and then playing it straight away again.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
playing it again, again.
But I find it endlessly satisfying.
Okay.
Like it's not the kind of game where it's like that you feel like you're playing it because there's something to achieve out of it so much as like it's just fun to do it over and over again. It just feels good.
You can conceivably play it, once, maybe twice a day, full through, go to sleep, get up and go, oh, I'm going to play this again.
Yeah,
But I'll just do a pistol-only run, or I'm going to...
exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's
game
why
that-
that's why if I'd picked Dark Souls, it would have been for that
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
reason. It
you
wasn't for
can
the
do it in
endless
a variety
possibility
of
of an
ways.
open sandbox. It was just I could just play this, the what is the most traditional route of playing this game conceivably
Yeah.
a lot, and just still find enjoyment in it.
Yeah, and I mean that I find endless replayability in that game. So that's my
You got
thing.
2 answers,
Very good.
Jamie. That's not fair.
Well, he's not going to be invited.
He's
back.
not going to be the winner.
No.
You can't win. He's
Hey,
disqualified.
you're being
Can't
great
win
about
Desert
this.
Island.
I'm also very happy that I guessed all of your Desert Island games.
Did you? Did you actually?
Not Resident Evil. I would have said Minecraft, Fallout,
Fallout 4.
and Dark Souls.
Okay.
Should
Wait a
have
minute.
written them
Somebody
down on
guessed
a piece of
Jamie. Somebody
paper.
guessed
Somebody
Jamie's.
guess mine. If you can guess mine, I
Um,
would be very surprised because I was so close to Dark Souls. It's the last minute.
Donkey Konga.
No,
That
would be
That's
that'd be very
SpongeBob
tropical.
one
No,
on the
that-
GameCube.
That might be the other one. Oh, that is a good.
don't know.
No, you're answering the other question. Desert Island.
Okay, a
games.
Desert Island game.
Train simulator.
Mario Galaxy.
Hang on, I'm trying to think about what games Jamie likes.
5,
Oh,
4,
oh fuck,
Yay.
Stardew Valley.
2, 1. My answer is Pokemon Red.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because I'm the compare and I can change my rules.
No, you can't.
Instead of having an endless
La,
power
la, la, la,
source,
la, la, la.
You
have an
Can't change
endless-
the
I would
rules.
have
Game
an
Boy.
endless supply of batteries. Or I'd have a computer that played an emulator.
Infinite
I
Game
could
Boy.
play the original Pokemon Red
Yeah.
over and over again.
Infinitely.
And
Would it definitely be red and not like
Yes.
yellow?
For me, it has to be red. I've actually played a little bit of yellow, but red was the definitive one for me growing up, and then still having my Game Boy Color and still replaying it, like almost like you're saying, kind of once a year kind of thing. I pick up and go, oh, this is great. I'm going to play it again. But
Interesting.
thinking the number. I mean, the later games have so many Pokemon. Like, well, what into the 600-700s now? I can't
More, I
name them
think.
all. I can't catch them all.
8 to 900.
I've only got
I
infinite time on the
think.
desert island. I can't do that. But constantly, that game still holds up, and it is a very old game.
Yeah.
It's just a fun adventure,
Yeah.
and for me as well, the original 151, because there is a glitch. You can get Mew without a cheat, which is a fun little glitch, I know. But you can only do it on the original Game Boy one, so that's
Oh,
why
right,
I'd
okay.
have to have it. But I could conceivably get all 151, but I wouldn't. Each time I'd be like, right, here's my team of 6, I'm going to go through with that. Now let's redo it with a different team of 6, or
Nice.
different strategies. Or you could do the Nuzlocke style, where you're not allowed to heal, or
Oh, that
if
just makes me
Pokemon die, they're
sad.
dead, and it's hard. I mean,
I wouldn't like that.
it would probably make living on Desert Island very lonely. But
Yeah. They're all dead.
oh, my friends. Well,
Ah.
sad. By the end,
You caught all of your party, Wilson.
when the rescue boat turns up, it's just me, and I've called all my Pokemon Wilson over and over again for about 2 years at this
All
point.
the Wilsons
Well,
are dead.
sad. Wilson the Rattata. Oh, he would die.
He would die straight away.
Yeah, that would be my Desert Island game, and that
Nice.
way I could maybe move positions as the day gets hot. And I'm gonna go and sit in the shade now.
As the day gets hot.
I'm gonna,
What
I
about
haven't thought
Jamie?
much
What
about
about when
the
the day
survival.
gets cold?
Oh
I'm gonna
no!
go sit back in the sun. So yeah, that was Desert Island, and this podcast, by the way, is brought to you by Marshmallow Mateys. The delicious and nutritious, especially when enlarged, according to their box, marshmallow cereal that makes Lucky Charms look like.
Wait a minute, Jamie. Isn't that Captain Matey over there right now?
Well, I think it is, Robin. Hello, Captain Matey.
Yar!
What makes your cereal so delicious?
Whole wheat oats!
I think he means treasure.
Out.
There's
He's-
treasure.
I'm so sorry, he's drunk as usual.
Drunk on marshmallows!
And believe it or not, they're vegan friendly. Isn't that right, Bindi?
That is right. I can vouch for that, alright. It said vegan on the box.
Thanks, Bindi. Marshmallow
friendly.
Mateys.
Yar!
Better than Lucky Charms.
Genuinely better, I think.
And so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Better than specifically Lucky Charms. That's not going
And,
to do anything
and
for
vegan
you.
friendly to boot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unlike Theresa May.
Ooh. This podcast just got
Topical.
political.
Oh, damn.
Ow! No, I'm very glad we have a sponsor finally.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
Sponsorships when
Audible
we
have
buy
started
cereal,
screening my
right?
calls.
We've done 2 1.25 podcasts now. We deserve one. We've earned
That's
it.
how it works.
We
We've got this
worked
down
really
to a T.
hard.
We've got an intro.
We got an intro.
We got pizzazz.
Isn't that enough for you?
Jamie's got a jacket on.
He has a
I
jacket.
do have the jacket. I'm going to flash up that photo again.
We
Yeah.
need to reimburse you for that, the investment in that.
Oh,
alone.
no. This.
It's not for
this for me.
Captain Matey.
Robin, it's
bought
not
this
for
for me.
us. It's all for him.
This was a present from me to me.
But you can claim it as a business expense.
That's true.
Write that VAT off.
Well, we need a business account now.
Shit.
Matey will reimburse you for it.
Yar!
I love how much more fun we're having talking about random shit than the whole point of a video game podcast.
We were having fun. I'm sorry. Were
Yeah,
you not having fun?
marshmallows. Well, let's keep that gravy train rolling.
Oh.
As this is the Summer Bonanza
Gravy train.
podcast. So we talked about games on the desert island. Once you get off that desert island and I'm not even going to humour that. Not going to allude to that. Once you're back in the real world and you've adjusted to normal life again, you'll play video games as normal.
Yeah.
What for you is the video game that either distinctly typifies your summer experience? So every time you play this game, you go, this reminds me of
This is distinctly typifying me.
this fun summer I had, or the video game that you think has one of the most distinct summer levels that you can't help feeling summery when you play that game, or you play a certain level in a game.
Well, Jamie, I think you should answer that question first.
I think we know why you wanted to initiate this conversation.
What is my answer?
You don't have an answer.
I have two again, like Robin.
That's no, you can only have one.
Sneak.
We have time.
We got time.
So my first one, the game that is just summer all over, and you can't not help feeling sunshiny and happy when you're playing it. Oh, little hint
a
there.
little clue there.
Oh.
Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, it's State of Decay. No. Super
Left
Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was sparked because I've been playing that again recently, and I can't not but feeling summery and being like, I want to go jumping off waterfalls and staying in fancy beach hotels and having cocktails on the marina and
rolling watermelons around.
That all sounds great to me. And now Jamie performs a piece
in Mario Sunshine medley. So yeah, it's both a game that is obviously summery throughout. There's it's not like a sunshine level within Mario Galaxy or Odyssey.
Yeah.
Although there are levels like that. The entire game, every level is summer themed. You know, it's waterfall coves or haunted beach mansion or fun sunshine amusement park.
Haunted mansion, but on a beach.
But that's kind of his gimmick.
It's a
beach
resort on a beach.
I know,
so everything's just that little bit more like jazzy.
Yes, it's a haunted mansion level, but it's on a beach.
So every level is summer themed and done interestingly. They're all interestingly different. That it feels like multiple stages of a holiday. It's not like you're stuck in one resort. But then it also reminds me of summer just playing it and feeling like happy and I could be playing it in winter.
The kinds
and be
of
like,
things that they get you to do in that game are all on on brand as well for summer stuff. Like the uses they get out of the flood thing. So like you have all the fun of it being like water pistol stuff. You can turn the world into your own water slide as you jump around.
Oh yeah,
it's
a very wet game.
And there's the thing of like you can go like water skiing on the bloopers and stuff. They all feel like summer holiday park activities.
Exactly. I just love it.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that
You'll notice that obviously McGraw and I don't have much to say on this because neither of us have played it. So it sounds great.
It's pretty good.
I've heard that it looks really lovely, and it's a game that messes with colour an awful lot. And as you play through the game, everything gets brighter and brighter and brighter.
Yes, because the game world starts off very dark because it's got like lots of graffiti and sludge everywhere, and the more you clean things up and the more you can progress the story, the levels generally do get brighter and brighter, and suddenly like there's more like reflection.
How old is it? When did it come out?
2001? 2002?
Probably more like 2 or 3. Somewhere around that region.
Okay.
Like, it's at least 15 years old. And I'm... Other than one really annoying thing with the control scheme, which, if Nintendo ever release it on the Switch, 2020, I predict, that's the only thing they need to fix other than updating graphics.
Yeah, it plays well. I think it's one of the... It probably is the best controlling Mario game, like in terms of what you can do with him.
Yeah,
it's good.
Could do so many things.
That
was one of the games that obviously jumped to my mind, and when the game came out, I remember sitting myself down with like a massive beaker full of like tropical
Summer
juice.
Beaker.
I got myself
a
scientific beaker.
Robin was 2 when
Precisely
this game
measured.
came out.
a little beaker.
Work out how old he is from that.
It might have been either a pint glass or a sippy cup. Actually. I can't really remember.
Can't be sure.
I didn't have a Hawaiian shirt, but I had a shirt, and I just didn't do it up properly. and
That's
I
the
wore
thing, though,
shades.
it's games that invoke that memory.
Yeah.
So, if it's close with Mario Sunshine, what is the game for you then? That's
So, just based on vibe,
yeah.
the thing that I thought of was Diddy Kong Racing.
That's proper old school.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of it is like it being a bright, colourful thing. You're on a little island hub.
Yes.
You've got there, like
You got hovercrafts.
So there's I think 4 worlds in that game. Different. No, actually,
There's definitely an ice world.
there's
and
an ice world. There's a dinosaur world. There's like a beach world.
Beach
slash
party.
sea world. So the dinosaur one and the beachy one feel the most summery.
Yeah.
For sure. The other two, not so much. But it was more kind of the general vibe of just hanging out on the
open
island,
world.
going around on your hovercraft or on your plane or whatever. And also it just generally being fun and upbeat.
What was that on? Did he come
N64.
have we
Proper
ever
old
talked
school.
about that before?
No, but have you ever?
might have.
Because
did we
I
play it
know
when you
I've
came to
played
mine,
that.
though?
You
Yeah.
said it, and I was like, I know I've played
We
this.
played
'Cause
it in Tamsin's flat once.
No, but I played it. That's true, but I definitely played it around my friend's house. We never had an N64, but
You must have played it at mine, because if we ever get, I've got my N64 set up in between my
Maybe.
PS4 and Xbox.
But no, I definitely played it when I was
If we
little.
start playing Mario Kart, we play Diddy Kong
I
Racing.
can't picture it though. I'm like Diddy Kong Racing. I know I've played it. I know I've played it.
It's when they first introduced characters like Conker and Banjo when they were PG.
Yeah.
And because it was done by Rare, which is unfortunately why it'll never get re-released, because now it's owned by Microsoft. So
Maybe N64 Mini. I could see
Maybe.
it. I could see that happening more than like GoldenEye or something.
GoldenEye.
see our
Texture
GoldenEye
like
Wii,
sand.
our GoldenEye Wii gameplay. That was pretty
James
summary.
Bond.
That came from
Couscous
something. So
fromage.
moving swiftly onwards.
Oh no! See,
Summer.
I find this one difficult because I kind of have 3 I have in my mind,
What?
but they're very specific things, so it won't take me long to talk about. Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm not timing right.
I feel like you've messed with the rules already, so. So
My
the first one,
podcast, my show.
the first one is one that we've all been singing the song of all day because I brought it up because of this reason. So this was relatively recent actually. It was Robin, Matt, and I daytime drinking, playing Arms, and it was really sunny day, but we were inside drinking.
Drinking and playing video games.
Just singing that song. And I just you get those like little snapshot memories. I've just
Yeah.
got that of us when the TV was on the other side
Yeah.
playing that, and it just I felt
That's
really
what I
summery.
wanted. That's the memories I want. That moment.
So
you
I
go,
hear that
"Oh,
song and it
fuck you,
feels
my
like a
memories were
summery
good."
song, even though it's not really.
Well, from everybody.
Oh, okay.
It feels
Got
like
one
a summery
cocktail.
game, even though it's not really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
really
it's kinda
colourful and
summery.
everything, but
Yeah.
It's
that really reminds me of summer.
yeah. It was we were. I was playing it quite a lot for like a month or 2 in that summer period. I think
Yes.
it came out last June, something like that.
Well, were we drinking Corona as well? Corona is like
Probably.
my summery drink of choice.
We'd also like
so
to
that's
thank
that
our
one.
second sponsor, Corona, for getting us drunk.
Also, just like
Thank you.
on
I
that
love
subject,
you.
linking our things together, we both chose ones that are very much multiplayer kind of party feel
Yeah, I
games.
think that does-
And that's a
does-
big
does
element of
feel
summer
summery.
games in general, I think.
In which case, can I just very quickly jump in there with my second choice,
Yeah.
which was the Rock Band Guitar Hero games.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because they were party games where people who didn't play video games, either my flatmates at uni or people back home in Bristol who just round for summer drinks, they saw some guitars and drums, like, oh, let's have a go, and it just became
have
part
a go.
of the summer party.
It's really interesting you say that, because to me, Rock Band and Guitar Hero, I have very much as winter games in my head.
What?
Ah.
There, because for me, my
Do you want to fight?
No, I'm finding it very
Put 'em up,
interesting.
put 'em up.
Because I played those games with Steve, sat in his
Shout out to
garage, and it
Steve.
was a lot of the time that it'd be winter time, it'd be cold.
Really?
We'd have the heaters on, and it'd just be the two of us. We'd like to keep swapping over, so one of us would be able to do the drums, so we could get warm.
Just keep warm.
But yeah,
see,
these cold,
but it's
harsh Russian
totally,
winters.
Yeah, it's your own experience. It's nothing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
nothing to do with what the
Oh,
actual
it's
game is like. It's
nothing
just,
to do with the game.
yeah.
And I'll admit that that's a different. Most people do play it in the party sort of sense, but for us it was.
It's so true that what you say about the whole multiplayer thing, because
games
every
feel
single one I have in
summery.
my head is a multiplayer game.
Then tell us another one.
So the other one, I don't know if any
I'm
of you
loving these
guys are
segues.
going to know it. I remember being on holiday in Cornwall with my family, and me and my sister spent 90% of the time playing Fantastic Four on the PlayStation.
You brought your PlayStation with you?
Yeah, we did. To this little house, and my
Wow.
mum and dad were like outside. We're like, no, we're gonna play Fantastic Four in the living room.
That's the moment you became a true gamer, Bindi. At a young age.
I was the thing.
Fantastic
of course.
Four on the PlayStation 1?
I think it was PlayStation
Wow.
1. Yeah.
I'm going to have to
Or
find
maybe
footage for
2.
that.
Yeah, go find it. It was my gosh, so fun. It's just a side scrolling, really shit. We loved it though. We always got to the same. We'd probably spend getting to the same point every time and dying quite far into the game. But we'd be playing for about 2.5 hours.
Would you
and then-
all, presumably just a single player game or 2-player at best with the PlayStation, would you...
4-player?
4-player?
Yeah, on the PlayStation we had a.
Oh, yeah, the
an
multi-tap.
adapter. Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, of
Those
course, it's
4 of us,
Fantastic
we
Four.
had to.
And there was- Who was who? Who was who?
So I was the thing, as I said.
Naturally.
I was the aggressive one in my family.
course.
So
Bindu Smash.
yeah, yeah. It's clobbering time. Yeah,
She still says that.
I do frequently in the bedroom.
These cocktails. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry,
What
Marshmallow
was
Mateys.
Lucy was Flame On. What's his name?
The
Human Torch.
Human Torch. I think Lally was Mr. Incredible, and Rosie, she was the youngest one, so she had to be
Stretch.
the girl. So
Oh, wait, no.
Invisible Woman.
Invisible Susan.
But there was also She-Hulk was an option that you could be in that
That's
game.
cool.
That was pretty cool.
Was that like a
That's
bonus
5
character?
though.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, well, no, we didn't ever play. I sometimes played as her.
I think you should. We should dig this out, and then you should play it with your sisters for a
That would be great.
game chat segment.
Yeah.
I want to see if you guys still have the exact same arguments and also die,
Oh,
die at the exact same point
Absolutely
as well.
guaranteed that we will. Absolutely. Except I think Rosie will be better.
We'll, we'll call it Blast from a Past.
Yeah, it's such a great game. I still like. It's funny how it's such a nostalgic thing. We still have it at home somewhere, and I see it and I go, I really want to play that. And even though I know it's shit, I really love it still.
There is something like very specifically nostalgic in like a summer holiday kind
Yeah.
of way about those sorts of very casual drop-in like co-op games
Yeah.
of that kind of generation. Like I remember playing that one. I think it was on the PS1 as well. There was like a Jedi game.
Okay.
I don't think it was the one. No, it was probably the one that was related to the Phantom Menace.
Was that a 2-player?
You could do it in
I remember playing the
least
Phantom Menace
the
game.
one
It
I
was
remember
cool.
playing. It was my friend's game, so I went to play it with him. My only real friend.
You had other friends growing up.
No.
What?
No.
I don't
I'm
believe
offended. I'm shocked.
I refuse.
I thought we just played video. Oh.
But those
I
kinds
was
of
the
games
only
where
one.
it's
Right, podcast cancelled.
very like easy jump in action games where
Yeah.
you just kind of
Hack and
go.
slash.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
Yeah.
of easy action, McGraw.
Oh,
segue.
boy.
Take
As
it
we've
off.
been talking, I've thought of a second one as well.
Go for
So
it.
I'm gonna start
We're
with-
breaking all the rules.
I'll
Yeah.
start with that one. I have a really distinct memory of it wasn't a 2-player game, but sitting with my friend Will in a quite hot summer. It must have been when I was in year 8, maybe.
I thought you were going to say quite a hot bath.
Quite a hot bar.
It was quite hot.
As you do.
We were 17 years old.
Oh.
Sitting at summer playing.
love.
Oh shit, 2 now. It's all coming back to me. 1 playing 13.
Yes.
That was I remember there was a lot of snowy levels in that one, but
There were.
I remember that very distinctly as like summer sitting around.
Did you play on the PlayStation then? Or did
Yeah,
you play on the
PlayStation.
GameCube? Yeah. Because I definitely had it on the GameCube.
And the other one that's literally just come back into my head, which is also a super summary one, is Burnout 3.
Oh.
And spending, like, taking it in turns.
Sexy cars.
I think
I
had
liked
it.
Burnout.
I had it on a demo for a really long time, and I just played the demo race, and we just handed it backwards and forwards, just doing it, trying to beat each other's time. Then I think I got it. I think I might still have it upstairs actually. And then you could take it in turns doing the crash thing as well, where you'd run in and you'd have to just
how to make the biggest crash.
the most damage done in a crash, which was a really good thing. And I still listen to the soundtrack to that game because it was one of the best game soundtracks ever. It's
True.
just like pop punk.
That and Tony Hawk's too.
It's great.
World of Goo.
Yep.
Tony Hawk's World of Goo.
Yes.
Copyright it.
But the one that
What was your main summer game?
the one that I came into this discussion thinking about is a game that I started playing this morning. In fact,
What?
Wow,
that was a curveball.
Yeah.
well, not the first time I played it.
Oh, okay.
Game of Love.
I found
Game of Love.
I found a way to legally get and run
Just say legally, just put that in there.
legally.
Game Chaps illegal.
Because you could get it illegally before.
Let's just say McGraw
But
bought
I
the
did
game.
not, for I am a
McGraw bought
gentleman.
this game.
I got receipts for it and everything.
Wink.
He's winking into the mic. He winked into the mic.
Shh.
He
that's
aimed
the
his
court
eye at the mic.
Was Monkey Island 3.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because that game it's like amazing, cartoony, and it's all set on like Caribbean islands.
Pirates are very summery. You don't see
Yeah.
many pirates
Yeah.
in winter, do you?
No, you don't. Now you mention it. Except
Yeah, marshmallow mateys.
for
Only
the delicious breakfast taste of marshmallow mateys.
Whether it's
Paid
a
sponsorship.
All year round.
hot summer's day or a cold winter's morn, Harvest Flake.
Marshmallow
The
mateys
captain is there for
you.
you always.
Always.
Marshmallow mateys. They're great.
No!
No, that's not what they
No,
said.
go and get the box and because they had a great plan. I'm gonna go and get it.
Go get it. Go get it.
Well, yeah.
McGraw, you
so-
still keep talking about
No,
Monkey Island.
Monkey Island. It's really really lovely, and I just the music to me brought back a really kind of like nostalgic summery feeling because it was it was pre broadband, so we could sit like you wouldn't be able to look up how to solve puzzles on the internet. So
Yeah,
we
you had
would-
to actually sit there and work things out.
Yeah.
And you could spend an entire summer just trying to solve a couple
well,
of
I was
puzzles.
playing it not with, but at the same time as Steve and a guy who lived down the road from me called Ollie, and we would meet up in the park and we would talk about, how did you do the bit with the snake? How did you get out of the snake? And we'd sit and discuss at the park how you did the puzzles.
Oh, that's cute.
And then you'd go back home to play it.
So in a way, it's kind of like a multiplayer experience, even though it's a single player.
It's
point
I
and
think
click.
how people who played Demon's Souls and Dark Souls at the time that it came out must have experienced it in the way that you're just constantly
It's kind of more like when you watch a TV program.
Yeah.
And you have to
It's the
break it
water
down
cooler
afterwards.
Yeah.
or sitting in the park moment.
yeah
You see that thing on the episode? Oh, this is what I
Did
think
you
about
see
it.
that
Oh,
thing
this is
on the
what I
bus?
think.
Did
Yeah.
see that thing in the popular culture?
I did. It was popular.
I'm sure it's very distracting.
so
Thank you.
so in summary,
Summary. I like. This is good.
yep,
Very good.
came up with that one earlier. It's great. I love. It's been well documented on this channel how much I love Monkey Island, and I
Now-
think
now you're
that
playing
And
it
you
again.
can't stop me.
you can't stop me. And now maybe we should play that one as well.
Well, we're all clearly going to go away and play some summer games now. I
Yeah.
feel because you guys have inspired me to pick up some other things as well. So,
Aw.
but I believe we've got time for just one more ad read. Robin, if you could take it away.
With a sweet toasted oat flavour and a treasure of marshmallows hiding within, they are a delicious treat at any time of day.
Great.
Marshmallow Mateys from Malt O'Meal. Malt O'Meal.
It's malty, made with meal,
And mealy.
and it's full. It's the
a
most
meal,
important
alright?
meal of the day.
So, Jamie, can you please describe to me the shapes that you think the marshmallows are?
No, no.
No,
They're-
cut.
They've very cleverly not shaped them like anything, so they don't have to pay any copyright image laws.
Definitely nothing probably racist.
Molto Marshmallow Mateys by Molto Meal only use high quality ingredients, never any of that high fructose corn syrup, and they make it easy to serve up in a fun and satisfying breakfast every day. It's a smarter way to start the day.
Marshmallow Mateys.
Marshmallow mateys.
Made with love. That's actually the slogan. It's right there.
Made with love.
Marshmallow Mateys. Made with
Made with
love.
love, served with semen.
And
Because they're pirates!
thank you, one and all, for listening
Because
to
they're
Game
pirates.
Chaps Chat, the only gaming podcast where we spend more time doing fake ad reads than actually talking about gaming.
You love it.
We are the
You
Game
love it.
Chaps. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll keep doing more of these
And
lovely
kiss me.
podcasts. And you can also follow us on social media, the
To
Facebook,
find out how
the
to get that.
Instagram.
That's true, it's
the
all there.
tweets.
The
As either the
tweets.
Game Chaps or Game Chat.
All of the links are in the description below.
And on that note, I'm made with love. Good night, yo!
Bye, goodbye now.